Hey, good afternoon or good morning. Wait, it is morning. I'm so used to saying good afternoon. And that's not the camera that's usually frozen. But welcome everybody. Welcome to the studio. Let's see. If we can refresh this. Here we go. Perfect. Minnie. She's over here just out of sight. But welcome everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the early stream. I'm going to try to get some work done early today so I'm trying to get some mugs made early today so I can assemble them this afternoon. I want to do 100 pieces and we'll see how long that takes me. But we finally have some clay back in. So yesterday was arm day. We have some clay. We have like a ton of clay here underneath our table. A literal more than a ton of clay actually. It was 2,800 pounds. And so we moved that in yesterday. My arms are not as sore as they probably should be. But so now I can make all the things. It is 20-something degrees outside. It feels like 18 in March, so we don't know what to do. Daniel, while picking up the clay yesterday, said like he saw snow up in Lexington, Kentucky, which was just I know a lot of people got snow yesterday, but that was the southern edge of it, and he's like, I didn't know if it was blooms from the trees or pollen or snow at first, because it could have been either. But why so serious? Good morning and welcome. No, the clay was okay. It was just a little bit of snow. The flurries, like, it didn't even hit the ground. It wasn't that bad. And no, the clay is inside, so it did not freeze. We hardly get cold enough for long enough for the clay to freeze like that. Freezing, like, doesn't ruin the clay, but it, like, makes it harder to work with. So, especially if you don't have a pug mill like I do. So, if my clay froze, it wouldn't be the end of the world until it, thawed out, of course. That's the thing. Once it freezes, you gotta thaw it out. So, if you're cold for a long period of time, then that gets worse. But once it thaws out, it's like you have to wedge it a lot to get it back into shape. And so that's why a lot of clay manufacturers and such won't ship things like that in the winter. Now glazes can be ruined by freezing. Some will, some won't. To the point that like the colors won't look the same anymore because something about the freezing of certain elements of a glaze makes it not work anymore. My sponge is still trying to hydrate. So we have fresh clay, though I'm still mixing it with reclaim. We'll make our first mug here, hopefully, and then measure it and see how tall it is. I feel like it's too tall, but then that's why I'm going to measure, because I'm not sure. And I may have made this top part too thin. Let's see how tall this is. It's a bit too tall for what I would like, so I'm gonna shrink it down a little bit. But before I do that, let's do this. Let me get my guide out and change it a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna see if that works. Set my guide to what I think the right height should be, and then edit. And if this first one doesn't make it, then it doesn't make it. We'll see. Sometimes it's like the very first pancake. You don't always eat the first one or serve the first one. The cook gets the first one, or the dog does. I think that one will work. It's got a nice thick rim. Perfect. I guessed right. I guessed correctly. And we have a mug. We have our very first mug at 9:52. So we'll see how many I can get done in an hour. Cookie jar pottery, hey, yeah, the cook or the dog, you feel that, yeah. My dog we had growing up had to have the most resilient stomach in the world because we fed him everything. Good start, yes! And we got Kiba here supervising from his mid-morning nap position. See, Cookie Jar, you went a different direction than I did. I was thinking, like, depending on how burnt that first pancake is, whether the cook gets it or the dog gets it, you know. Where there was one mug, now there are two. Hey, Tanya, good morning. Yep, all is well. We've just been busy. We were at a show not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and just haven't been back in production mode. We got in our little over a ton of clay yesterday. Literally, we got in 2,800 pounds of clay, so I'm able to get able to start making lots of things again. Been doing paperwork and such. Woo! Come on, stay with me now. Stamp is done. Thank you, Wonder Hamster. Sleepy Kiba, yes. Now, if Kiba ever gets up and walks around, he's going to look like he's had a rough morning. So I will just warn everybody now, because I had to clean him up a little bit. He scratched his ear, and was a little bit bloody. Of course, he's a mostly white cat, so it looks a whole lot worse than it is. So I had to clean him up a little bit and doctor his ear some. And then I trimmed his nails. So if he gets up and he looks a bit gory, that's why. So he's had a spa day today. He's had his ears cleaned out. He's had his nails done. Scannian, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the studio. Ebony, you don't know if you should stay up and do art or go back to sleep. Ooh. That is a tough choice. How inspired are you to do art? Because I found that when I'm sleepy, there's only certain things that I can do. Like, I can do the things that are more repetitive motions that don't take much thought. But if you have to really focus on something when you're sleepy, you might as well go sleep. Because it's not going to turn out as good as you think. I trimmed the murder mittens, I did. He's pretty good about it. As long as you pet him, he's not that bad. He's pretty laid back. I don't know if he's awake right now or asleep. He's purring. Do cats purr in their sleep? I don't know. Or maybe he's snoring and I think it's a purr. Hey, Minnie. Where there was one cat, now there are two. Mm-hmm. No. Okay. And now there are one. They do purr in their sleep. Okay. Snurping. It's not a snore, it's a purr. Now, Kiba does snore. Like, he can snore, and you can hear him from across the room. But this does not sound like a snore. It's too cold for Minnie to go outside, so she's roaming around here moping. When you're exhausted, you usually can get something done because you don't overthink it. Okay, yes, I feel that. The issue is you haven't done much art. You got too many images in your sketchbook done yesterday. And sometimes that last minute panic, if you're on a deadline and you need to get something done, can help you push through the exhaustion to focus. I've done that too. Through the power of hoarding, you found another sheet of acrylic. Yay! Lassa, good morning. How are you doing? And Chaotic Kitten. Welcome, welcome everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the early stream, the morning stream. I'm going to try to be productive today. It's 100 mugs or bust. We got clay in yesterday. My arms do not hurt as much as they probably should after unloading 2,800 pounds of clay. But that's a good thing. And neither does my back hurt as much as it probably should. So I am making some mugs. So I'm going to see how long it takes me to make these. I did note the time when I started my very first one. I completed my very first one at 9:52. So that's going to be my marker. I need to use more water. And probably slow the wheel down a little bit. Cream of wheat. That's one I've never had. We had somebody at the show the other week, like, really try to talk me into eating grits. I'm like, I've never liked grits, but they're like, you should try it with this. You should try it with fruit. Makes it a world of difference better. I'm like, okay, maybe I will. I had my oatmeal this morning. Chaotic Kitten, you're back to wearing your old glasses again. What happened to your new glasses? I think there's a story there. Grits with fruit. You never know. Good fruit ruined, yeah. Prescription is wrong, or you need smaller frames, or both. You were able to see everything on your computer better with your old glasses, so there's definitely something wrong with the new one. You can't see close up with the new ones at all, and they were messing with your depth perception. Whoa, that is scary. How long have you had them? Wonder if they'll tell you. Did they ask you about bifocals? You added some of the PB Fit, so it tastes like peanut butter. Well, that's all. That's a selling point for me. That's all I need to know. Couple of weeks. Yeah, usually when you get a new pair of glasses, it's like disorienting for like a day, but that's it. So have you called the eye doctor yet? I'm curious to know what they would say. Miscommunication during an exam. Ooh. Wonder if it could have been like a typo on their part or something, because that could make a huge difference. Oh, Adorned, yeah, you're on book 2 of Akatar. The mugs you got from oh, are making so much more sense. Yeah, and give me more ideas, because that's where I stopped. I think I got like halfway through book 2. You think it's the size? Whoa. I know, I think I've been told before that I need to get, like, these are probably the smallest lenses I need to get because my eyesight's so bad and my lenses are so thick. Oh, that's awesome, Adorned. You've almost started having a book club in the shop, and you've created a tea and coffee station right outside the library where you have all your comfy chairs. Nice. I know one of the town close by to us has started advertising one of those silent book club meetings where you go to like a shop somewhere, drink coffee and tea, and just read your book and don't talk to anybody. Just companionable silence. Nearly everybody that comes to your Friday night has read or is reading ACOTAR. Yes. Your list. Yeah, that's what I've done is the audiobook. Because that's what I listen to. Is that the same narrator? I guess I didn't realize that. Discovery of Witches and ACOTAR have the same narrator? Yeah, I thought she did a great job with the Discovery of Witches. Maybe she was more rushed with this one. Oh, arm, good. I'm glad you got everything figured out. Yeah, usually I recognize the narrator's voices. Like I was listening to, the current narrator I'm listening to is Sasuke Marleve, who's done quite a few books, and I just like read one book. I'm like, wait, I recognize that. And she narrates a lot of the historical fiction books. Was there a reason I stopped with ACOTAR? I think it was the, yes, the in my mind, the childish romance tropes of, like, I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, and, like, it was too much. A little bit of that is okay, but it got way too annoying to me. It felt very, very teenagey to me, and so it got on my nerves. But I probably should just finish it so I can say I have. Oh, you're glad you're not the only one, yes. But there's what, like 3 or 4 other books after that, so if they finally get it figured out, it just, like, it got on my nerves. Wonder Hamster? Yes. That I would not have remembered the name of that book, but yes, that I was thinking of that too. That one was very teenagey. That one was just full of teenage angst and whiny would be what I would term that one. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, yeah, you told Mark you don't know if the author is writing one to be that annoying or if it's just the author's intended writing style. I mean, there's a lot of people, like, that series gets as much love as it does hate. So there's people on all sides, but what color are Kiba's eyes? Yellow. Yellow. Yeah. Yeah, more yellow than green. Minnie's eyes are almost orange. Like an orange tabby cat's eyes would be. That's more of her colors. But yeah, like I would not have remembered the name of that book series, The City of Bones. I started reading that one. I got through the first one, but then the second one, like I could not handle the teenage like whininess. Kiba would be honored to have a soap after him. Named after him. The Emperor's Eyes. That's what it should be called. One of your customers bought Mark her favorite book series, and he's into the second one. Ooh, what is it? I'm always looking for something new. I have not read The Priory of the Orange Tree. The universe is begging you to get more titanium dioxide and black iron oxide, because soap doesn't turn white. You got to make it that way. With a little bit of yellow in there, too. Whoop, time to shift. Plop. Minnie. So, Ellie, are pizza stones made out of real stones, or is it just clay? No, it's usually clay. It can be stoneware, just like regular clay like I'm using. But I know that some of the manufacturers that make the kiln shelves, which are a high fire refractory, they also like sell pizza stones. They package some of their small kiln shelves and call them pizza stones. Yeah, it's just unfired clay. Because they usually don't have a glaze on them. I think that maybe the book is called The City of Brass? Maybe the series called something else? City of Brass sounds familiar. Because there was a TV show, a couple of, like a movie and then a TV series made about it. No, no, no. Okay, no, I know what City of Brass is. No, that's not the book that we were talking about. I have read City of Brass, so no, I have read that one set in Cairo. Yes, I have read that one. And I enjoyed it. It's a series too, isn't it? Wasn't there more than one? On Pie Day, you had a pizza stone with thin crust. It said bake at 13 to 15 minutes, but it was done in 10 because you had the pizza stone heating up with the oven. Nice. Yes, no, so I have read that one. That's different than the City of Brass. Yo, KD, hello. Welcome. You know, that's two, yeah, Dorn, that's two very completely different series. Oh, she's grooming him. City of, yeah, I'm sure there's got to be like that. That's, if you type in City of, you're going to come up with a whole big list of things. So is that the series that somebody gave you, or was that the other book you said? That, yes, that's City of Bones. You're thinking the Kiba colors for the soap. Using Minnie's colors for the frosting, so black, white, and gray. Yes, that sounds familiar. Stunt Bounce, good afternoon. Well, it is still morning here, so I've got a full day ahead of me. I'm trying to get started early. That's the book series. Yeah, that's one that I found either through the library app or it was one of the free listings or the like Amazon Prime listings that you get with Audible. Because they like to say, hey, listen to this first in a book series for free, and then get you hooked. That, yeah, Hoopla is what I've been what I'm listening to right now. Orange, oh, Micah. At first I thought it said mice. Like lizards would be more appropriate for Minnie. And orange mica drizzle over the top for the eyes. That's why you love watching creative streams, because it gets the juices flowing. Yes. Well, I'm glad we could be an inspiration. Yeah, they've got a whole bed there, but they're cuddled together. Minnie's always like that. She likes to hang over the edge onto the other pillows. And you don't see there's like the purple pillow back there, and the yellow and blue one were hand crocheted for them. I am in Kentucky. Which is in the southeast. Kind of right in the middle. Now, talking about the cats and their cat bed, like now Kiba likes to sit in the back where he is now. That's his spot. That's where he wants to sit. If Minnie is sitting in the back, he will go and sit on her until she moves. Because that is his spot. The best mudslinger south of the Ohio River. I will proudly wear that title. So Sandora, is the clay always the same or different with each new batch? What do I do if it's not good, or do I make something else with it? So I buy the clay ready to go. I buy from Kentucky Mud Works up in Lexington. They manufacture clay, different clay bodies in different colors, and to go to different temperatures and such. This is their Iceman mix, and so it's the same every time. The only variation is going to be like how soft or how dry it might be, depending on how long it's been sitting in the warehouse. This stuff seems to be really good. Sometimes I have gotten a batch that was a bit drier that I would want to use right out of the bag, and so that's when I would mix it with a lot of really soft reclaim to soften it up. I'm lucky I can do that because I have a pug mill. Otherwise, that would be a lot of work. But we use a lot of our reclaim anyway because we have it. We don't want to just have it pile up. So I try to mix each batch of clay with like half fresh, half reclaim. But if I need to get something to a certain consistency, the reclaim can be, that's added. You know, if it's softer, the clay's going to be softer. If it's drier, the clay's going to be a bit stiffer. So I can control it a little bit. And a pug mill is just a big auger that mixes the clay, and then it has a vacuum pump on it to suck out all the extra air. But I have had clay bodies before, like one that I used to use was just a clay body that was dug out of the ground and basically just refined a little bit, get the sticks and the bugs out of it and send it out. But so we did have some batches that were a little bit different as far as like firing temperatures. So in that case, like those are more like used for sculpture clay bodies that don't need to hold water and stuff like that. So if you're like digging stuff out of the ground, there's going to be a lot more variation. Damn it, Janet, hello. Good morning. I feel like it's been ages since you've been able to catch a stream. Well, how dare you have other things going on. You love all the colors above the cats. Yes. So we had our show like a week ago that was our wholesale show, which is what I originally made those for. And so for this one, I updated them with some of the colors we've added in the past couple of years. And they're still not all there, but the majority of them are there. And took those as my color examples. So for the wholesale portion, I just made samples of each thing that I make in one or two colors, and then had the color chart up there for people to point at and tell me what colors they wanted. So there's 32 different colors there, because I've got all the solid colors as well, or combinations, options. The upper left is the Starry Night. Yeah, black and blue. Yeah, I've got them labeled, but you probably can't read them very well. Especially if you're on a phone or computer. Yeah, well, specifically we added Treebeard and then Hocus Pocus, which you can't see down there because it's Kiba's blocking it. And we added some of the brighter colors over the top, like the portal and the pink and blue. No, that was there, the yellow and blue. The pink and yellow didn't make the cut. You know, bright lime green, unfortunately, is not a color that works at Cone 6. It's like we've got the dark emerald and then like the jade green, like the copper green, but a lime green is just hard to do. Everything turns out dark, even with underglazes. Like at Cone 6, even a bright, leaf green turns to a dark hunter green when you fire it. So I think that's a color that's for a lower fire. We do. We ship all over the world. If you go to the website, put something in the cart and put in your address, it'll give you a quote. It's not going to be pretty, but we can get it there. Ad break, that's a good time to take a drink. Are there any guys in chat? Is Sunshine Bear a good pet name for a guy? I'd say that depends on the guy. That's probably the best route. Just ask him. Just say it and then see his reaction. So it's 10:51. I completed my first one at 10:52, at 9:52. So I think that's we'll call that an hour. So I doubt I'll get this one done before the minute is up. So I have made 25 in an hour. So that's pretty good. Adorn, welcome back. Kitten, you're just amazed at watching me make these like the same size over and over. Well, remember, I am measuring them with my camera, so. Yeah, I've got a guide set up so I know how tall to make them. Because I sit here and confuse myself. I'll think, oh, that looks about right, and it'll be off. I can get close, but not like, you know, exact measurements. When do I put the handles on them? After a few hours of sitting out and drying, so I hope to this afternoon. It depends based on like the weather, so it's drier today, so I probably will be able to put the handles on quicker, as opposed to last week when like things wouldn't dry out for a couple of days when it was raining. Right, whoever thought of that was the best husband in the world, Wonder Hamster. What a wonderful idea. I've gotten him a shirt because Daniel's on our account right now, but his username is Wonder Hamster, and so I get him all kinds of hamster things. So I got him a shirt one time that said emotional support hamster. I need to get one that says technical support hamster. Yeah, the different stages of the process are, you know, like throwing the pot, we'll assemble it, put the handle on it when it dries out, and it needs to dry out enough that it's still soft enough to like maybe cut into, but dry enough that it can hold its own shape. That's the most important thing. You don't want to make alterations to the pot and then it just flop over. And then once it's completely air dried, we put it in the kiln for its first firing up to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we glaze it, and then fire it again up to 2232 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's what gives it, that's what gives the glaze its glossy color. But it also fires the clay. Melts the clay just a little bit. Let's see which side is bigger here. I think it's right there. It's where we ripped off. Gotta do some surgery real quick. Just look away. There we go, I just got it too thin. if you did learn to make pots, it would probably take like triple the time for you to make the same pot. Oh yes, it would. I mean, you know, we all got to start somewhere. Whoop. Well, we have a holy pot. I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm gonna keep going. Maybe I'm not. It's wiggling, it's wobbling, it's weebling, and it's wobbling. Will it fall down? That rim, it may have been too much. May have just been too much for it. Just ripped its head off and tried to put it back together. It's Frankenpot. Should have just made it into a 10-ounce mug. That's the other option. Where's my cutting thing? There we go. Here we go. It's alive! Lives! Brain surgery was a success. Now, if it survives the kiln, yes. Well, that will be that's a different set of problems than getting it thrown. You know, that has to do if there's something in there that shouldn't be, if there's like an impurity in there that might cause it to crack, or... Okay. Okay. Wiggler emotes. Don't we have a wonky one? Don't we have one called Wonky? It's changed over the years. Looking over here. Okay, I can see it now. It's like it's not animated on one side. I have to look over here and squint because I can't see that well. You just realized there were 2 cats back there. Yes. Well, they're not moving that much, so that's they're cat lumps right now. They're fuzzy lumps. They're supervising as hard as they can. Doing their duty by adding the 2% cat fluff to every piece. It's what holds everything together. Ellie, you actually can't post links. You can send it to a mod if we have a mod in chat, or send it to me and I can post it. Just in a whisper. Cosmic Rose, hey, happy Tuesday. I don't know if Lassa's still in here or not. Oh, thank you. Okay. Adorned might be with a customer. They'll be back in a bit. Oh, Adore, no, it's fine. Someone wanted to post a link, and only mods can post links. So Ellie sent you a link to post to approve of in post. Oh. Aw. Let me see. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, you got it where his head was on there. That's cute. That's always a good shot. He takes his supervisor job very seriously. He does. Here we go. When in reality, he's like, aren't you done with that yet? It's time to pet me. You were chatting with a customer about the possibility of getting a shop dog. Yeah, watch out for their tails. Now that you're currently void of animals and it's driving you bonkers. Did you take your other dog with you to the shop? Just cats, gotcha. I'd say like an older dog would be better in a shop than a puppy. Oh, more people are allergic to cats than dogs. Gotcha. We'll stretch. Oh, buddy. Oh, Ellie, your boyfriend wishes to permanently have shoulder kitties, like stay in kitten form forever. Oh. Well, they can stay shoulder kitties. You just might, you know, need to get a brace. Isn't that when they become hoodie kitties or something? Minnie never wants to sit in the hood of my hoodie. I wish she would. But that's not her thing. Now, Kiba would strangle somebody if he tried to sit in the hoodie. He wants like one on each shoulder. Aw. You love how we have earthbending in the description. Yes. I thought of all the different like magical systems out there that was the best for pottery. And we use earthbending, waterbending, firebending. James, hey! Yeah, we got to meet James in person at the show last week. What about mind bending? Is that one of them on Avatar? I'm afraid I'm not that talented. The show was all right. It was some of the things I'm working on now are orders from the show. Because it was a wholesale order taking show and a retail show. So the first day we took orders, and the next 2 days we just sold things. Yeah, I started making some things last week, but we were low on clay. We just went and got the clay, or Daniel went and got the clay yesterday. We unloaded it. We unloaded 2,800 pounds of clay, so over a literal ton. So we can get back into production. Did we buy it in Lexington? Yes, yes. At Kentucky Mudworks. I was a little bit afraid they might not have been open this week because the ceramic conference in Sika is going on starting tomorrow and through the weekend, and so they're there as an exhibitor setting up. But they had the shop open. And Sika is the National Conference for the Education of the Ceramic Arts in Sika. So Cosmic Rose, this is Pretzel Rocks. And so it's supposed to be a royalty-free, copyright-free music channel. So it is their jazz station. They have different stations. And you can set different settings. Like I have it set to instrumental only. And then like, YouTube safe and such. Oh yeah, you brought in your teal fiber mug, yeah. Did you? I thought you got those. I thought that was one of the Fiber Friends mugs, was it not? Did you get those to sell or to be as part of the Fiber Friends program? Got to get some more glaze to get you the rest of your mugs because I'm out of Treebeard. Yeah, no, go ahead. It's for a little bit of that glaze, depending on how many you order, depends on how much glaze I'm going to get. Mosaic Firefly, have a good afternoon. Okay, I've got somebody in the front. I'll be right back, guys. I am back. We had somebody coming in and dropping off some more glass for the shop. Oh, did she tell you? Gotcha, yeah. Well, she has come and gone. Oh. She didn't mess it up. Minnie's over there licking my mug. I did zero her out. I did. Well, what I did is I wrote her a check and then I put it into rows. If that's what you mean by zero her out. See that? See the little rough edge there? That's Minnie. That's Minnie licking the pot. You happy now, buddy? You got the bed all to yourself. What's up, buddy? Thank you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. There you go. So he doesn't have to get his little feet wet. I need to go get a towel. Come on. There we go, buddy. Sorry, was that not the right pets? Not the right cuddles? Thought you wanted to cuddle. We need to go for a spin. Need to go for a spin? It's like if I must. We're not going too fast. We're not going too fast. Here we go. Kiba on his pottery wheel. Let's get down. Come on. Now that I've got clay all over his tail. I think he's just going to check the status of his food bowl, which is a very important task. It is one of the main activities of the American short-haired cat, studio cat. Is Kiba a mummy's boy? Kiba is anybody's boy who will give him attention. He accepts love equally from anybody. Which makes him a good studio cat, because he's friendly. He's a good door greeter. Welcome back. She's like, it's mine, all mine. Making us some biscuits. $48. Looks like I'll be a little bit short of getting 25 done this hour, but it's closer than I thought it would be with the interruptions. Two more. Looks like I will have done 24 in the hour, because I started at 9:52. Hey, I might actually make it. I've got 2 minutes. Let's see, maybe I've gotten a little bit faster as I get into the groove. So I made it. We did 50 in 2 hours. That's pretty good. Oh. So, my wire slipped and I cut out a little bit on the bottom. I'm gonna put it back. And cut through it again. So I need to have like both fingers down on the tile when I start pulling. Oh, she left it alone. I guess that mug does not meet her approval. She usually goes over there and licks the mugs. Ooh, it is noon. So if you can hear the siren, I promise we're not being invaded or having bad weather. It is just the noontime bell. Whoa, Not Bush, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. Hey Chris. How's everybody doing today? Good afternoon. I'm on a little bit earlier than normal. Colleen, hey. Welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to make it muggy in here. We're trying to warm it up. It's cold today. If y'all are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Amanda, Play in the Mud here on Twitch, and that's exactly what we're doing today. We are multi-streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Kick, so welcome from wherever you are viewing. I'm making some mugs today for some orders. A little bit of production work. You have a neighbor that spins. You've known her since you were like 5 that does pottery. Nice. It is a lot of fun. This is number 55 for the morning. These are going to be my 20-ounce mugs, which means they're going to hold 20 ounces of fluid once they're done. You thought it was feeling a bit muggy in here. That's my fault. I'm sorry. It's been 18 degrees this morning, so I was trying to help a bit, do my part to help. So we have 55, 45 more to go. Levy Deluxe, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we have sold at farmers markets too, yeah. Well, these are all the colors that I have. Actually, maybe not quite all of them, but it's most of the colors that I have that you can choose from to put on a pot. Yeah, this is my favorite part of the process. This is what I enjoy the best. The glazing, not so much. This is what is the most relaxing for me. And so, because I've practiced this the most, it's what I get to spend the least amount of time doing. You may get snow this afternoon, so I wondered if you got snow yesterday because it was like north and east of Kentucky, but Daniel was in Lexington picking up the clay yesterday, and he got snow. He was like, I don't know if it, at first I didn't know if it was pollen or if it was blooms, you know, blowing across the street. No, it's snow. It's snow. It's that time of year. It's March. It could be any of those things. April is when we tend to get the waves of yellow pollen. Here we go. And then I've got a, yeah, got that thing too. It's pollen and flower petals mixed with the snowdrifts. Have I ever worked with found clay? You know, I haven't just gone out and like dug up clay around here. I've worked with clay that has come just like fresh out of the ground, just not from around here. And this clay was like very gritty, very rough, like a brick clay. Ooh, I'd like to see purple clay. Wonder if it stays purple or if all that burns out. Your first poor confused daffodil popped up over the weekend, yeah. Yeah, all the redbud trees started popping, and so this is what they call redbud winter, where everything pops and then you have another freeze before that. Before winter is quite done. Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, like, so what would make the clay purple? But then it would burn out. It's like a lot of the clay that I did use that was just dug out of the ground, it was like a yellowish color in the ground, but when it was fired, it turned a deep brick red. Yeah, so I'm making these now, and then hopefully this afternoon I'll be able to put handles on them. They'll dry up out enough that I can put handles on them and customize them, because a lot of them are going to get custom logos or graphics. They have to be dry enough that I can they can hold their shape, that I can pick them up without squishing them, but still be soft enough that I can make marks on them or attach pieces and parts. Whew. Cut myself a little bit on the metal rib of death. Just fill it in with clay, it'll be all right. Unfocused, thank you for the follow. And welcome everybody. I'm here today just throwing my life away. We got a new batch of clay in, so we're gonna be doing some production work for the next week or so. We moved 2,800 pounds of clay yesterday, so we have more than a literal ton of clay in here now. And my arms really don't hurt as much as they probably should hurt from moving all of that. So we now have 60. I'm on 61 now. We're over the halfway mark. My goal was going to be 100. Let's see how many I can make before 1 o'clock. Hey, that's where I cut myself. Blood sacrifice in every pot. Toast and peanut butter. Mmm. 62. Yeah, see, the first ones I made are drying out already. Hey, Tomsha. Good afternoon. I'm so quick, that's incredible. Why, thank you. I've had a little bit of practice at these. The mugs that I'm making here are the most popular thing that I sell, so it's what I have the most practice at making. This is my 20-ounce mug, which means it's going to hold 20 ounces when it's done. You can see pictures of them on the slideshow or see examples of them on our website at paulystudios.com. But most of the things that I make are for orders. Today especially, I will spend some time building up stock again for our next show, but right now I'm working on orders. So if you place an order on the website, you can watch it being made live. Eradicated zombie, hey, good afternoon. And just like that, we have 64. So when do I attach the handles? Once the body of the mug is dry enough that I can pick it up without squishing it. So within a couple of hours, like today, the first ones I made are already drying out a bit, so it may not take a couple hours. Or it may only take a couple hours. On days where it's much more humid, it can take like all day long for things to dry out. And I may even have to use a fan. So I'll attach handles this afternoon. Kitten, you say you wouldn't do it as fast as me. You know, you don't even have to do it the same way as I do. You can make a mug any way you want to. Put 10 different potters together and tell them to make a mug, and you're going to have 10 different shapes, 10 different styles and colors and everything. It's a good thing about pottery. There's really no right or wrong way to do a lot of it. There's some rules you have to go by, but you can make whatever you want. Who drinks out of that? A lot of people. I make a smaller version that is 10 ounces, which is your average mug size. But this is the most popular one. And I tell people too, like, you don't have to fill it all the way up, but if you wanted to, you could. Very large cups of tea. Yeah, you make iced teas in yours. I've had people tell me they eat soup out of it too, because it'll hold a can of soup. Yeah, good for iced coffees. Has more room for ice. Catherine and Critical Gamer, thank you for the follows. Grilled cheese, that's what we had last night. We're like, this is the last bit of soup weather, so we had tomato basil soup and grilled cheese. And it was good. And we have 70. Yeah, they're fully black, yeah. Chaotic Kitten cream cheese makes everything better. Well, hello again. Minnie can't settle. She wants to go outside, but she can't find the warm door. Oh yeah, sometimes she really gets into making biscuits. She makes strong biscuits. $72. You'll take a dozen, please, yes. Oh, here he comes. Hey, buddy. I can't measure my mug. I guess I'll just have to guess. Nope, it's about right. Oh no, I'm getting out of your way. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. So he doesn't get his little feet wet. There's 74. Keep going. Go on. It's like, no, pets. Come on. There you go. Like she was mean to me. They've been pretty good today. Of course, now they probably won't. See, he has to have his spot. Oh, he is using her as a pillow, as long as she lets him. Oh, that tail. That tail's gonna get her in trouble. Kiba's like, she's just mocking me. Because if y'all couldn't tell, Kiba only has half a tail. My friends make the best pillows. It's time for nap number 2 of the day. You know, we don't know. Kiba was a stray, but we really think he had some type of an accident because he doesn't like you to mess with the end of his tail. It's kind of crooked like that, and so we think he just had an accident at some point. Frenemies. It actually took them a really long time to get used to one another. Like, Minnie's always been fairly friendly to him, but Kiba was here first. It took a good 4 or 5 years for him to willingly snuggle with her. Like, they wouldn't fight, but they wouldn't do that. Like, Minnie would run her, Kiba would run her off if she tried to do that. On top of that, yeah, Minnie had reinforcements with her. I think that was a thing. He didn't really appreciate the kittens. No. Now, Kiba has, like, he tolerates female cats a lot more than male cats, which is, like, I mean, that's the whole reason he's here, is because he was a stray cat that showed up in our house, and he didn't get along with any of our cats. It was getting very territorial, so we made him the garage cat when I had my studio in my garage. And then when we got this place, we just brought him here because he's fine by himself, and he's super friendly with people. Just not other cats, but Minnie walked in the back door one winter day and decided she wanted to stay, and he's like, okay, fine. And he didn't run her off or anything. Didn't get aggressive with her or anything. But he was not a fan of tucks. Like they would play a little bit, but he did not like tucks at all. He was okay with tricks because, again, female. But he, like, you know, every time he would see Tux, he would just hiss at him. Which, considering they lived in the same building, it took a lot of effort to maintain that level of angst. But Kiba was up to the challenge. Cobalt Reefer, hello! Ouch, ouch, hey! Good afternoon, everybody. I've been doing an early stream. We've been on since a little before 10 o'clock. In fairness, you hissed at Tux every time you saw him because he was a turd. Oh, he was. Because he learned from Kiba. This is 76. 76 trombones. Oh no. I went to like scoot the tile and my hand slipped, and so that's my fingers right there. And this is why we have to let them dry out a bit before they can have handles put on them, because they're very squishy. There we go. Let's try this again. You want to be as cozy as that cat. I know. They have a hard life. They have such hard lives. It takes a lot of work and energy to be a studio supervisor. Just wears them out. It's exhausting to keep up with all those duties. $78. You're new to this Twitch addict meeting space. Hi, I'm Ouch. I'm a Twitch addict. Well, Ouch, I'm glad you're here. $28, is that where you counted? There was 29. No, so that was 79. This one will be number 80 for the day. Did a little bit better that time. Hey Kate, happy Tuesday. And good afternoon. How goes the earthbending? We are 79% muggy in here today. If this one goes well, we will be 80% muggy. Which means this one is pot number 80. So it's going pretty good. You bought some pots today. You had a little wander through the thrift stores in search of suitable bowls for your deer sculpture to hold. Yeah. But he doesn't like the one that you got. Okay. Ever had people tell me they use the tankards for soup? Besides how? I don't know. People say they use these for soup, so tankards can be used for soup too. Just depends on how much soup you want. Soup tankards, a drink that eats like a meal. Okay, I'll do one more and then be done. So I was going to go till about 1 o'clock. All right, see ya. Because it is about lunchtime. Like lunchtime done, yes. I was about to see if my hamster needed anything. All right, so, and I think I've miscounted a little bit here, because, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 85, so I was a little bit further ahead than I thought. So we have 85 for today in a little over 3 hours. That's not too bad. That's enough to keep me busy today. Hunter, hello. Good afternoon. Now the cats are going to be really confused because they're going to want treats. But let's see who else is on. Who's on this early? Where are we going? Don't we all want treats? Yeah, so that is true.
Every time and I haven't.
That is true. Oh, MW Mudworks is on. Let's go see what they're doing. Doing some trimming. That's something you will hardly ever see me doing, so let's go see. Let's go see MW Mudworks. Yes, the keyboard that still works. It's a few things stick, but it works for the most part. My space bars gives me a little bit of trouble sometimes. There we go. There we go. There we go. So everybody have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for watching today, for hanging out with me for a little bit. I like being on a little bit earlier. I may try that again tomorrow or later this week. We'll see. But I'm going to put together the rest of these today and then figure out what I'm going to work on next. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's go see what MW Mudworks is doing. They are back. Let me get back to my screen and go.